Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. Week 6 of the college football season and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating in the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes Jonas Walton. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Hits inside, it's Mobley. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Using his legs, it's Walton.
Oh my God, he gets stopped.
Driven back. And they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, how's that not pass interference?
Quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Irish send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Wake Forest offense will now get its first chance with the football. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Out wide left, it's Davis. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside, it's Daniels. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. 3rd and long right here. Lopez to pass. Back's got it on the screen. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And the field goal unit is on the field. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Walton. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to ride this running back.
Oh, you got to get that block.
Nowhere to go.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Right side, it's Walton. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Carr. Rush right in his face. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target to the left.
God.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame's football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Play fake. Carr.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, fucking
Intercepted for the
bitch.
11th time. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Pulls and fires complete.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was
Dude,
covered.
what are you
he
doing?
just takes off and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate.
Same, no holding call there.
Touchdown, Demon Deacons made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like they got 3, they got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
Nice, good.
Quarterback changing the play. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. On the move. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Play action, C.J. Carr. Still looking to his right. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Out wide right,
Spins,
it's Mobley.
catch and run.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick give. It's Walton. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right side, it's Graham.
Run up.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Okay.
Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. No sign of the field goal team. They'll go for it on 4th and short from the 28. Needs it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Caught. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying the run, it's Walton. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I like the play call because when you get in the red zone, you get more man-to-man. The field shrinks. What do? Put a guy in motion, good timing, get it to him. And how about the receivers on the outside blocking up their guys, and he takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Lopez to throw.
Catch it!
And
Oh my
he
God!
dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown your direction.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez. Quickly to the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. On the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
Oh,
You
he's
can
only
feel
one
the
block
momentum
first.
shifting.
Come on.
If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. The run inside. It's Walton. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Left side, it's Mobley. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running the red zone, it's Walton. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to...
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown for Fighting Irish.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Tyler. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Lopez. Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to make one miss. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing, Carr. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is in the air on 4th down.
Get back. Did touch him?
Now you talk about a sideline.
It did. It touched his leg. We got it back.
For the big punt return.
Oh my God, he didn't even react.
Man, he makes the big
That's
mistake,
amazing.
puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
He's brought
The face
down.
mask.
There's a
Yeah, I hope
flag
so.
on the play. Let's see if
Break
it
my guy's
stands.
neck out here. Wake Forest is fumbling. Undefeated. And get their shit together.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in.
Yeah,
and
there you go.
he makes the play. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season.
No blood.
Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
Try to switch Mobley. Punt returns. I get another one. Before I get crushed and fumble the first one. I like tied. Oh, that's born as a freshman. Jukebox expensive. Osborne in the backup role.
Start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Lopez fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Oh, shit.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Lopez wants to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Shoots it to the left.
Whoa, come on.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover.
Fucking guy.
Didn't get a a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
He's wide open with no pressure. He's really so fast.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Daniels. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That was a lot.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 7 team, the Clemson Tigers.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here comes the Heat, trying to make magic with his feet. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it in. He gets a block. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Carr on play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Takes the handoff. It's Walton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Changing the routes with his receivers. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr.
There you go,
Ivory. It's
Ivory.
Ivory. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Some misdirection with the counter. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be second and 10. Carr. They're all over it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box.
Oh, come on.
As long as he got it
Fucking
past the
blocks,
line of
man.
scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out.
Baby.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely
Good.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to get a positive gain.
This would be a pick.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back?
14 points. Why are we fucking...
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Now 1st and 10 after they got them to jump. Straight ahead, it's Daniels.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Here's Lopez to throw.
That's me.
Reels it in. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. The Demon Deacons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Daniels. There's a crease. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Pushes for the goal line. They were all over it.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team. So this offense had...
How do you wait for?
Touchdown, Wake Forest.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down,
You know, stick
nobody
in 7
opening. The
still.
pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. I mean, you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Hits inside. It's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's out past the 35. He now has 91 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Play action, Carr. Under pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks. in this game. And so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The play fake, Gio Lopez. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That defender was not fooled.
One up, it goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw.
Extending the play. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
You gotta be kidding.
Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away.
New opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
There he goes. Got the first down.
With the stiff arm.
Good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Yeah, talk shit to that ref.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. From the red zone, it's Walton. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Oh my God, he's out because he's tired. That's shit.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
It'll be 1-1-1.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Irish. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Demon Deacons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Throwing Lopez. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
After that incomplete.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to have it on
yeah,
at the 45 on his way. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe.
He's going to fire deep.
Ugh.
Leaping grab for a big gain. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The give as they work on that clock. Defense all over him.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Throws to the wideout.
Jesus Christ, wide open.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws.
Why would he wide open?
Defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Going for the big play.
You don't need to jump.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Searching for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Lopez unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Lopez to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The offense pops it up, and
we got it.
On the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Finds a crease. It's Osborne. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll ride him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The defense working to...
Why is Walton in the win right now? We took the starters out. I would like my starters back in.
Reach that clock. They used the timeout. 1:55 remaining.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Osborne. Got the 1st down. He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away. Wait calls a timeout, and they have no more to use. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
2nd and long here. Lopez wants to fire. Caught. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Here's Lopez to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Let's get hung up on the run.
Rushes on. Takes a hit as he fires. The sure hands, it's Mosley. And the Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Shot.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling.
Good shit.